Good day, students. My name is RAHMAT HUSSAINI ALIYU, Mrs. from Plant Science and Biotechnology Department, Faculty of Natural and Applied Sciences. I'm here to give you a lecture on Introductory Ecology. Contents of the course: Ecology, Ecology and its division, that is Autecology and synecology, then biosphere and the ecosphere, then branches of ecology. That is for this week. Ecology. The term ecology was coined from Greek word oikos, that is echo, means house or place to live, and logos, that is logi, means study of. It was done in 1866 by a German biologist, Ernst Haeckel, which said ecology is the study of living things in their home or environment. There is all the external conditions and factors, living and non-living, that affect an organism. Another definition from Collins Dictionary of Environment, 1990, define ecology as the study of the relationship between living organisms, biota, and their physical environment. That is a biota or a biotic. And another definition from another scientist, Miller, that is 1991, ecology is the study of the interaction between organisms and their living biotic and non-living, that is abiotic environment. In its broadest sense, ecology is the study of organisms as they exist in their natural environment, or is the study of living organisms in relation to their environment. This all definition, if you look at it, they are talking about both the organisms, where it lives, and the other environmental factors associated to it. So another definition again on ecology. Ecology is the study of the relationship between living organisms, including humans, and their physical environment. So ecology can be considered organism that at the individual, population, community, ecosystem, and biosphere level. So all this ecology from the word eco and logy, which means the study of the environment of a living organisms and the organism itself. That is what ecology is. So ecology can be divided into two. There is autecology and synecology. Autecology is concerned with the study of individual animal or plant species, or its population throughout its life history in relation to the habitat in which it grows, or in other words, it is study of interrelationship between individual species or its population and its environment. So in this, the autecology is talking about the study of individual animals and plant species. That is a particular species, not combination of different species living together in an environment, but a particular species. That is either one or more than one, or the population of that particular species. That is what autecology is all about. Then the second one, synecology. Synecology deals with system of many species, whole community, and major function of communities and ecosystem. So in synecology, it's not only a particular species, but different kind of species living in a habitat or in an ecosystem or community together. So to study the organism and their behavioral and adaptability in that particular community or ecosystem is what synecology is all about. Then biosphere and the ecosphere. But I would like to start with the biosphere. The earth has several major parts that play a role in sustaining life. Biosphere, world of living together with dead organisms found near Earth's surface, in part of the atmosphere, hydrosphere, and the lithosphere. There is atmosphere, there is layer of gases, hydrosphere, layer of water or water body, and lithosphere, there is the land or the outermost part of the earth crust. So that is what biosphere is. Then biosphere also is that part of the earth's surface and its immediate atmosphere that is inhabited by living organisms, plants, animal, bacteria, and fungi. Because from the word bio, which means living or life. So biosphere is talking about the environment with the living. That is why we said it consists of atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, because in all these, living organisms can be found. Some example of organisms that make up the biosphere include fish, algae, fungi, plants, insects, animals, and human beings. However, the biosphere does not just include large microscopic life form. It also includes microscopic life form. That is, it's not only the macroscopic, but also include microscopic life like bacteria and other microorganisms. So there are functions of the biosphere. I would like to state three functions of this biosphere. The three primary functions of biosphere of plants and animals are: it provides a safe habitat within which an individual organism can complete its life cycle. So biosphere provides a habitat, that is a place, a environment for an individual organism to complete its life cycle. And the second one, it provides a suitable habitat within which the evolution of species can occur. That is the changes that occur in an organism with time due to season or habitat. That is why the adaptation and with time and some genetical makeup that can change in living organisms. Then, number three, it forms a self-regenerating system in which energy provided by the sun and materials essential for life are recycled from within the system. When we say sun, energy from the sun, there is solar energy to the plants, which can be converted to chemical energy and which can be taken by other organisms, that is animal, to provide mechanical energy in their body. And essential and materials essential. These material essentials can be what? Can be gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. It is being exchanged between animals and plants, which animals take in oxygen and bring out carbon dioxide, and which the plants take in carbon dioxide and bring oxygen. So these are part of the materials that have been recycled within the system. And also the water cycle also is recycled within the system. So the biosphere represents a complex series of interrelationships between the soil, rock, water, air, and the living organisms. Contained therein or within the biosphere can be found different types of ecosystem. That is, in the biosphere, there can be different kind of ecosystem. Ecosystem can be of water body, that is aquatic habitat, or terrestrial habitat. Is part of the habitat that can be found in the ecosystem, in the biosphere, sorry. So difference between biosphere and ecosystem. The biosphere includes the whole of the earth with all of its ecosystem and living beings together with the physical or non-living components, while an ecosystem is the specific individual environment where life evolves and thrives. The biosphere is the total sum of all the ecosystem and the exist on our planet, and that exists on our planet. So if you look at it, when we are talking about biosphere, it comprises of all kind of or all types of ecosystem together. But ecosystem is talking about an individual environment where life evolves and thrives, like aquatic habitat with aquatic organisms, terrestrial habitat with land organisms, and also in the atmosphere, that is in the air, we have some animals that are living, because like in the atmosphere, animals like bacteria, microorganisms can be going around in the atmosphere, and also spores of fungi can be living in the atmosphere. And so also like birds, they fly and they did their activities are living in the atmosphere. So this comprises of what? All kinds of ecosystem. That is, the biosphere comprises of all types of ecosystem together. But ecosystem is talking about an individual environment. That is for the ecosystem. That is, individual environment can be aquatic ecosystem or terrestrial ecosystem, different. So biosphere do interact with one another, and they are non-living environment, that is energy and chemicals throughout the world. Then the interaction which takes place between biosphere and non-living environment is known as ecosphere. So in biosphere, there is interaction between the living and the non-living, in which energy is transferred from one form to another. Then chemicals and other materials are recycled between what? The living and the non-living. So these organisms and their interaction, the environment with the interaction going on, is known as ecosphere. So ecosphere. The ecosphere is the area where we can find ecosystem, or it can refer to a planetary ecosystem consisting of the influence of the solar system, the geosphere, that is the planets, the atmosphere, the hydrosphere, and the biosphere altogether. So in this form, it contains the biosphere, it contains the hydrosphere, it contains atmosphere, the geosphere, that is the planet that is in the ecosystem, unlike the biosphere. Also, the ecosystem, also sometimes called the biosphere, because due to its contents the living, so it can also be called as biosphere since there are living organisms in it, is the part of the earth environment in which living organisms are found. So that is why it can be called the biosphere. The word is normally used to include the atmosphere, hydrosphere, and the lithosphere. That is the land, air, and water that support the living. So the next thing is the branches of ecology. We have branches of ecology that is like about 8 here. We have human ecology, we have habitat ecology, we have ecosystem ecology, conservation ecology, production ecology, taxonomy ecology, system ecology, and cytoecology. So branches of ecology in details. 1. Human ecology is the study of relationship of man with his environment. That is, we as human beings, the relationship between man and his environment. What he did, how he lives, that is the human ecology. Habitat ecology, that is the second one, is the study of different habitats of the biosphere according to their kind of habitat. Ecology is subdivided into marine ecology, freshwater ecology, terrestrial ecology. So if you look at it, since we say it is the study of different habitat of the biosphere, and we have already explained what biosphere is. When we say biosphere, we are talking of habitat with living organisms. So one of these habitats is marine, where there are organisms, both plants and animals, in it. Then freshwater is also a habitat. And terrestrial ecology, also a habitat that is what is on the land. That is dry ecology. That is dry ecosystem, or habitat. Then the terrestrial habitat divided into forest ecology, cropland ecology, grassland ecology. These are all studies that can be done under habitat ecology. The next one is ecosystem ecology. Ecosystem ecology deals with the analysis of the ecosystem from structural and functional point of view, include the interrelationship of physical, that is abiotic, and the biological, that is biotic components of an environment. When we are talking about physical, there can be other things like stones, rocks, sands, water, etc. When we are talking about biological, biotic components of environment, we have the microorganisms, we have the plants, we have the higher organisms. So the interrelationship, that is the interaction between these two, that is both the abiotic and the biotic, is another way of studying another ecology, that is the ecosystem. Then the next one is conservation ecology. Conservation ecology deals with the method of proper management of natural resources, such as land, water, forest, sea, marine, etc., for the benefit of human beings. This conservation can be either in the farmland or with the water body, like the dams. It can be conserved for other use for human beings, for power supply, but from power supplies. Also in irrigation, so water can be drawn from rivers for the agricultural purpose. So this is part of conservation of conservation ecology, that is the study of the method of proper management of the natural resources. So also, if we are talking of the conservation, we are talking about crude oil, which can be processed into petrols, diesels, kerosene. These are all part of conservation ecology to know where it can be found and also how it can be processed for other human use. Then production ecology. It is the modern subdivision of ecology that deals with the gross and the net production of different ecosystems, such as freshwater, seawater, crop field, and tries to do proper management of this ecosystem so that maximum yield can be obtained. So in this, it's just a production in which you can get a maximum yield either of crops or in what rearing animals like fish in the water, as fish ponds. Is also an agricultural process in which the fish can be produced in a high yield for human use also. The next one is taxonomic ecology. It is the concern with the ecology of different taxonomic groups and eventually include the following subdivisions of ecology, like plant ecology, insect ecology, invertebrate ecology, and vertebrate ecology, then microbial ecology, and so on. And we have system ecology. It concerns with the analysis, that is the last but not the least, is concerned with the analysis and understanding of the function and structure of ecosystem by the use of applied mathematics such as advanced statistical technique, then mathematical models and computer. So thank you. We have come to the end of today's lesson. So to meet again next week. So thank you for the listening.